Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Eric Feaver, MFPE, I have some comments I would like to pass to the committee.
Please do.
You'll be pleased to know, members of the committee, I am not going to read the comments. I am going to, I think, be brief. I think Kirk Miller, Pete Donovan, and Dennis Parman have adequately explained some issues that we have with this bill. But first, let me say, this union takes no second seat to anyone when it comes to preschool or early childhood education. I think maybe Mike Halligan is the only one who would remember that we were one of the prime movers behind half-day kindergarten in 1991. We were one of the prime movers behind full-day kindergarten in 2007. And we were maybe the first union organizing, if you will, behind early ed in 2015. We really supported that bill. We supported the governor's effort in 2017 until it disappeared and then reappeared in a very late companion bill to House Bill 2, House Bill 639, where it conflated, frankly, pre-K education with daycare and the Stars to Quality program. We did not like that program. We were not a part of creating that. And that is where we had a large debate over the last year and a half in trying to come up with a solution that we could agree to. We did not come up with a solution that we can agree to. We did, however, and still support what remains of House Bill 225 when it comes to pre-K. And you will note that almost nothing in 225 looks like the bill in front of you. For instance, in 225, there's no private pre-K. And there's no Head Start. Actually, getting to Head Start, I like that in this bill. I think it's been years that we have tried to, in one way or another, to find a way to drive a revenue stream from the state into Head Start in Montana. We are maybe the only state in the union that does not contribute state funding to Head Start. I guess in this current biennium, we are providing funds to a pre-K program of some sort at Head Start down in Billings, but that's it. That is the only time this state has ever made a commitment to Head Start. Head Start educates 4-year-olds. That's what this bill is all about. So that if that's what this bill were all about, public pre-K and Head Start, we would be in full support. But this bill is about privatization as well. We have never supported the privatization of public education in this state. Not once have we ever stood up and said, let's privatize our public schools because that'd be good for us. We have never done that. And we aren't going to do it here. So let me just conclude with a couple of what you would, I'm going to say, a little harder hitting notions of things. The creation of a new department of early childhood will in fact rub raw against the constitutional authority of the Board of Public Education and local school district trustees. There is no way you can avoid it. And should you pass this bill as is right now, you can expect litigation on that matter. And since this is strictly a Montana affair, it won't be something appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. It will be decided by the Montana court that can read Article 10, Section 8 and 9. That clearly gives authority to generally supervise to the Board of Public Education and to school districts, general supervision and control of the schools in their district. There's nothing in our Constitution or in our statutes that says anywhere that public education doesn't begin at 0. This department, however, makes that as its mission. Read the bill. It is talking about a Department of Early Childhood that will consider program coordination from birth to graduation from high school. That is the assumption of authority that's way beyond anything I've ever heard in any other place except maybe the Board of Public Education, which is what is constitutionally empowered to deliver quality in this state. And then local boards of trustees. They do have authority. This is a local control state. They are in charge. Folks should not lose any sight of that. And they should be, because we've empowered them to be in charge. Second, as currently constructed and funded, contrary to testimony you've heard here, House Bill 755 will not fund pre-K for every eligible child in this state in any any form. There's not enough money in here to do that, and the bill speaks to that. You will not, in fact, provide pre-K education to 4-year-olds next year or the year thereafter everywhere in this state. It won't happen. The money's not there. And when the money's not there, it'll be doled out in how? In fact, the bill even speaks to lottery. How does that meet muster in a state dedicated to educating all its children? Oh, but in this case, we'll only dedicate those we have money to educate. Really? When has it ever or would be the policy of this state to say we've established a system of public education, but some can't come because we won't pay for them? You wouldn't do that. You've never done it in K through 12. Why would you do it now? I think you have a constitutional challenge there too. So I think you can expect litigation almost immediately upon this bill should it go into effect. And of course, I'm hoping that you'll just kill the bill, and then we won't have to worry about that. And perhaps we can bring the minds together that aren't there now and work something out over the biennium that really makes sense, is public in nature, and conforms with our Constitution without creating a conflict with an unnecessary bureaucrat here in Helena that would be in charge. And by the way, nothing in this bill says the director of the Department of Early Childhood has to know anything about early childhood. Nothing. There are absent definitions of things in this bill. So, members of the committee, just kill the bill. Thank you.